It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Texans, and it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jaguars, they've got to be pleased with the start to the season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the highly touted USC product, Sam Darnold.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's face it, he'll never blame the receiver publicly. But behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
The numbers for Mixon last week, 23 carries, 127 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
Back to Mixon on second down.
Good job. Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
3 yards the gain there, second down. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright. I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it. It really gets them amped up as they go forward.
45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan.
Sean Payton not liking that last call. He's going to go ahead and check. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Now a first down throw. Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
On 2nd down now, it's Blake, and he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 19-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Take it in at the 3. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as the season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. Darnold's throw complete there to Johnson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Darnold on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Throwing again is Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
4 yards remain for second down. Back to throw, Darnold. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Now it's Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
Trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
We got
this. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On first down, Blake. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On second down, it's Blake. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars had 6 to their lead. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
And might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A handoff to Mixon. Fighting him off. Fights free yet again. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Man. These guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Darnold. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. This will go as an 11-yard loss there on 1st and goal. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now from way back there after the sack, it's 3rd and goal, a long 3rd and goal. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold going for it all. And it'll be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Blake. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. On first down, Fields. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Fields on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Darnold. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Darnold on 3rd down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A final shot before the break. Darnold, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you on over to... All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he returns this to the 22. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll run on first down. Blake, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. On play action, Fields. Buying time to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Mixon, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to, because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now Fields. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And I caught a quick glimpse of him before the ball was snapped, and there was something about his body language where you could tell early in this play he wasn't just thinking 1st down. He was thinking end zone, and he got there.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Let's go!
Joe Mixon and the rest of his offense making their way back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 2nd and 11 now. Darnold. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off with great anticipation.
Oh, yeah! Busted!
Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right?
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Darnold completes it, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. From the 41, Darnold to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Darnold now to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down.
Here I come again. 57, Mike, 57. Watch the run.
To throw is Darnold. Dumps it off to Mixon. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. A 10-play drive that time, and the result, a Houston touchdown. Fielded right around the 8. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. He's got a man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 28. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake, and this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, Marvin, our #1 stats guy, just handed me a little card that says he has 97 yards on the ground today. You think he's going to get the ball again?
I think so. 3 away from that century mark. Got to have it.
Yeah, and I think what they're going to call is one of his favorite runs, whatever he feels comfortable with, and what the offensive line has executed well today to try and get him over 100 yards. I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Here's Darnold. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Able to get away. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on 2nd. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Darnold. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Taking a shot for Samuel. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Jaguars are going to have it here at their own 15. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Flush to his right, to the right side, and he's got more, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Steps, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what
under pressure, and they got to him again. He couldn't get away there on third down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.